YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy D.Shelton, man. Why I hear Mello Buckzz album release party got shot up last night in Chicago. 4 dead, 1 including her boyfriend, and 14 injured. Man, it's getting crazy out here, man. So we finna get into the video. Let's break it down. Let's see what happened.
I'll leave the link in the bio. Today we visit Chicago, Illinois, in a neighborhood on 78th and Essex, a neighborhood that birthed a Chicago well-known rapper that go by the name of G Herbo. Also many more, with artists like Big Op and even a female artist like Mello Buckzz. Last year, Mello Buckzz dropped the track titled Move, with over 5 million views and counting, that was shot in front of 78th and Essex.
The butt off liquor, I'ma throw this ass for sure. Wave my pipe round in the air, put my neck up on the floor.
11 months ago, she dropped a track titled BD, featuring G Herbo, with over 2 million views and counting, that also had a cameo on 78th and Essex.
My prime again. I ain't got no filter like a vehicle with no.
Mello Buckzz been continuing to thrive in her career, and just last week, she announced that she's dropping a mixtape titled Hollywood on July 3rd. And the night before the release, July 2nd, 2025, Mello Buckzz went to Instagram and posted that she was hosting a Hollywood at a private location, saying that doors open at 7 p.m. Now, unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, we'll later find out exactly where this private location was. But before we get to that,
I was gonna say, how's the private location then? So how did it get? Don't get me wrong. I know when people say a private location, that don't mean other people ain't going. Somebody gonna slip up and say where the party is. So it's crazy, man.
Was promoting her mixtape release party. Men affiliated with her neighborhood was dissing a man who lost his life just less than 24 hours prior. Allegedly, he went on a drill and his car got popped. The victim was identified as Drills from 9-5 Mob. It happened early Wednesday morning, the night of the album release party, in the West Pullman neighborhood in Chicago's far south side. He was inside his car when a dark-colored vehicle pulled up and someone inside started shooting in the 1200 block of South LaSalle Street. Drills was shot once in the head and was taken to Advocate Christ Medical Center, where he was later pronounced dead. May he rest in peace, and love and condolences to his family. Police said no arrests had been made, and the gun was recovered from the scene of the shooting, confirming Drills died with his gun on him, allegedly trying to go on a drill.
Good morning. Well, Chicago police investigating after 2 men are shot to death in separate incidents. Now, the attacks happened a few.
Damn, so let me find out it was a get back for the and that's the thing, bro. You can't be trolling motherfuckers and dissing motherfuckers, and then you gonna have an album release party the very same day, night, and think motherfuckers ain't gonna try to get back. That's crazy, boy.
Miles apart and around roughly an hour from one another. Now, the first shooting happened near 79th and Lafayette around 11:20 last night. Officers responded to the scene to find a 66-year-old man had been shot in the chest and neck. Investigators say witnesses tell them the man was standing outside when a dark-colored sedan approached and someone inside the vehicle fired shots. The victim died at the hospital. Police tell us this morning he was not the intended target.
Of course
a little while later, shots rang out near 121st and LaSalle in West Pullman. Officers there responded to a call about a person shot and arrived to find a man in his 20s wounded inside his car. Police say the man was sitting in a car when a dark-colored vehicle drove up and someone inside started shooting. The man was shot in the head and was rushed to the hospital where he later died. Police say they did find a weapon at that scene. Now, police are continuing to investigate both shootings and have not said if they are connected. By the way, no one is in custody and no arrests have been.
Now, shortly after this incident, people went to Instagram associated with 78th and Essex to diss Drills. One person wrote, "Hope your family got money for your funeral, B." One person wrote, "Drills died on a drill." Another person wrote, "They have been getting their fired up." Now, we're going to stop it there. We're not trying to disrespect nobody, but you get the point, fam. But the same day, even though Mello Buckzz had posted the private location on her Instagram, the word got out to the wrong person because somebody enemies who went to that party had got the location, which we do. The venue was named Art Is Restaurant and Lounge, located on 311 West Chicago Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. One woman decided to post the location while Mello Buckzz was performing, not saying that's how the alleged enemies got the location. But check it out.
I'm trying to talk to him. I really do. That's like my big love.
there. That don't mean nothing no more. Doo-wop.
But about 2.5 hours after that video, at around 11 p.m., Chicago police had reported that 4 people was killed and 14 was wounded in a mass drive-by shooting outside their lounge. They said a number of clubs and businesses are located in that area. The witnesses say they heard the rapid fire and the gun racing out of the area. One female witness said, "It was traumatizing, and I'm just shook. From people screaming, to blood on the street, to people lying on the street saying, I can't breathe. Just horrific, more than I ever seen." End quote. A worker at the nightclub told the local news that the club was closing when the shooting happened, so a large group of people were headed outside.
Police say
that's when they opened fire. Investigation indicate that a dark-colored car drove past the nightclub minutes after 11 p.m. when an unknown person or multiple people took out one or more guns and opened fire into a crowd of people. Now,
I seen a video on Twitter, bro. They was talking Drake's. You heard it loud as hell. I'm talking do 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 do. And, but like, bro, but this is what it is when you how you gonna be dissing, trolling the op the same night that your people was having something going on and think somebody ain't gonna try to get back. And I ain't saying who dropped the location, but you know, people be watching, people be on internet looking like, oh damn, that's where they at. All right, they was trolling earlier. We about to pull up. Like, you can't be doing that, man. But you see Herb wasn't there. You Herb, hey man, Herb don't be nowhere near nut. You feel me? But it's crazy, bro. But we can get back to it.
The people who lost their life was Mello Buckzz' boyfriend. Check out
our
Instagram.
Rest in peace to him.
The following morning.
I'm talking about it.
That's crazy, bro. Life gone for no reason, bro.
This is all new.
On that overnight mass shooting.
Again, at least 4 people are dead, 14 others are hurt. Let's go straight out to Nate Rogers, who joins us live right outside the club where this happened in River North. Nate?
Anthony, good morning to you and Natalie. I tell you, this was a god-awful tragedy here in River North. A very chaotic scene from what we're hearing from witnesses here at the venue, but also at the hospital. We do know, confirmed by Chicago police, that 18 people were shot, 4 people killed. The victims' ages range from 21 to 31 years old. Take a look at this video, guys, from overnight. Here's what we know. Police tell us a dark-colored vehicle drove past the location. Someone pulled out a gun and started shooting at a large crowd that was standing outside. Many people seen running for cover. Now, at this hour, it is unknown if there were multiple shooters. We do know the sidewalk remains littered with blood, shoes, and clothing. The shooting happened outside Artist Restaurant and Lounge, which recently opened here at 311 West Chicago Avenue just after 11 o'clock last night. We've learned that, that local artist Mello Buckzz had a listening party at this location prior to this incident. We spoke to street pastor Donovan Price, who was at the scene moments after those gunshots rang out. He also visited multiple hospitals where victims were taken. Here's more from witnesses.
First I've seen just, you know, people wanting to find their other people, find who was alive, finding who was, you know, where their phones were, because they dropped them in the chaos, so they couldn't even call for, couldn't even find their car keys. It's something that you wouldn't expect to find in in the city. We have a lot of shootings, but nothing like this.
It's really sad what's going on out here. The community needs to step up. Obviously, this is not just taking place on the south and west side of the black and brown communities. This
mass shooting, and according to family members here at Northwestern Hospital, it was a daughter and a niece that was very loved, 26-year-old Taylor Walker. I believe we have a picture that we can bring up of her that her aunt was able to share of us that lost her life. She went to Mello Buckzz release party, a fan group that her family told us is really like a family, that fan group. Taylor was one of the women who lost her life after this release party. Her family, they got the call around 11:30, and they haven't left Northwestern yet. They chose not to talk on camera.
The other 3 victims has not been identified, but may all 4 rest in peace and love and condolences to their families.
Rest in peace,
now, out of the 19 people shot, one of them is a well-known rapper and affiliate to Chief Keef and G Herbo, Doo-Wop. He was seen being carried to try to get help as he was shot in the leg, and as of now, he survived. Thank God.
Thank God. That was him?
Now, some people saying the reason Drills was dissed so much the day he lost his life allegedly trying to do a drill was because his neighborhood was allegedly responsible for the demise of a young man named Vontae, was allegedly responsible for the demise of a young man named El Peasy. But as of now, that's just rumors. But there you have it, fam. Lives lost, a drive-by, allegedly due to dissing. Remind you how quick things can turn into these streets, especially when music, the internet, and old street politics collide. Chicago's already heating up before the 4th of July hit. And situations like this show why some folks don't even like stepping out around that time. But as we head out of here, we do want to say rest in peace to everyone who lost their life last night. And love and condolences to you guys' family. We do want to send prayers to those who were shot and affected and pray for a speedy recovery. Everybody moving through this summer, I pray y'all move safely. I'm going to do my best to bring you guys the most accurate information to keep you guys updated along the journey. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Like I said, hey, don't be dissing, bro. Don't get me wrong. I know if he supposedly did what he did, but like, come on, bro. Y'all know people can't control their emotions, bro. You feel me? So that was probably my opportunity for them to go do what they did. Like I said, man, rest in peace to all the victims, man. I hope everybody had speedy recovery, man. Hey, man, it's like I said, it's cracking already, bro, in all cities, bro. So don't even, large events, bro. If you ain't gotta go, don't go. You feel me? Stay at home, be safe with your family. It ain't worth it, bro, because niggas don't care. They out here shooting up everything. So like I said, rest in peace to the victims, man. I hope everybody get a speedy recovery, man. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all can check out my second channel, D.SheltonTV. The link's in the description. Catch y'all in the next one.